Hey guys, welcome back. I'm curtiNs, and we are playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Again, trigger warnings if you have anxiety, depression, under 13. Refer to episode 1 for all of that. General trigger warning yet again. So let's get back into it. Last time we were reading poetry to... we were reading some poetry to the literature club that we're now a part of. We read to Natsuki, and we read her poem, and everything was awesome. So let's carry on. Load game. Here we go. Give it a second. Whew, okay. You can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Okay? Okay, so who should I read my poem to next? Sayori. She's an old friend of ours. Okay. What voice did I give her?
This is a good poem, curtiNs. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, curtiNs. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this all means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Yeah, that speaks to my heart. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
I like this. Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast!
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah. But next time I won't... Oh, sorry.
But next time I won't forget and I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who next? Yuri or Monica? Let's carry down the list. Yuri next. Okay. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah? Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
So it's bad. It's awesome.
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback.
That was really solid feedback.
Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought processes behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost Under the Light. See if we can do this in her voice.
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calmly breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. Which is incredibly true. Nobody writes in cursive anymore, so it actually was kind of hard to read that way. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Also true.
That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
This game is inside my brain. It's surreal. Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
You into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, curtiNs.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all.
But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Okay. Monica's next. What voice did I give her?
Hi, curtains.
No, that's not right.
Hi, curtains. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
All right. I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, curtains. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like it, curtains.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
No. Kind of makes me think of something that Suki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein?
Yes. Eh? Maybe a long time ago. Not so long ago, actually.
He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad.
Or A Boy Named Sue.
And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles. But I'll always help find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in wall.
This is her voice again.
Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching for everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. So, what do you think?
It's very, freeform, if that's what you'd call it. Sorry, not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines.
Yes, Skippy. Skippy. Okay.
When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later.
It's actually a good tip. And the bit of writing that I've done in my free time and for various projects, sometimes it does help just to get it on paper and clean it up later. Sorry, but this room I record in is incredibly hot in the summertime, and I have to keep everything closed to keep background noise now, so there's no airflow and it gets hot.
Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Eh? Did you say something? Oh, sorry.
Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and curtiNs did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come up across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And curtiNs liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what
You just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that curtiNs appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as curtains started showing up. Derp! Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. curtiNs! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making all your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, curtiNs. Oh, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not necessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, curtiNs? I think my mom is calling me. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be... Well, I did say at the beginning of this, we're going for Natsuki. Natsuki's our goal here, so we're going to agree with Natsuki. Yuri, you're really talented. Well... But Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with a few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah! It did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Oh. Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. Yeah, true. This hair. Get that out of my face. And sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Saori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Thanks for noticing. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, curtiNs. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Humph. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone.
Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri.
Sayori?
I'll go make some tea.
Huh?
I was just trying to help.
I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Pat, pat.
Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, curtiNs. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to.
So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere.
No, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. Huh? About what? That's not the most important thing in the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori.
In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly.
curtiNs, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
curtiNs! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. Truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier?
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew! You know, curtiNs, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun!
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Pat, pat. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay!
Yeah, let's do this. Phone, what are you after? Oh, I have messages. Okay, poem time. Let's see. Destiny, rain cloud, vitality, warm, chocolate, disoriented, hurt, whistle, shopping, horror. Okay, we're gonna do quick again. Gonna read through the list quickly. First one to pop out of my head. Let's go. Warm. I like warm. Sparkle, fun, sugar, sticky, party, boop, boop. Bunny, cage, depression, awesome, shame, despise, fester, marriage, unending, incongruence. Bunny. Analysis, fireworks, feather, pain, grief, beauty, headphones, flower, embrace. Headphones. Atone, socks, rose, explode, joy, explode! I'm not gonna get through all of them. I'm gonna pick my favorites. Friends, waterfall, wrath, misery, kawaii! Comfort, fantasy, contamination, intellectual, kawaii! Disarray, bliss, captive, philosophy, bubbles, kiss! Vacation, Doki Doki! Nature, essence, kitty, whirlwind, wonderful, peace, pout, lust, landscape, alone, lust. Heart, bed, lucky, loud, crimson, judgment, jump, fickle, electricity, misfortune, loud. Fireflies, effulgent, vibrant, extreme, treasure, vivacious, playground, precious, lipstick, green, precious. Vanilla, hair, happiness, sweet, excitement, poof! Infinite, giggle, prayer, pure, memories, valentine, smile, existence, being, I like giggle, giggle. Silly, cute, twirl, inferno, aura, heavens, and climax, summer, climax. Skipping, music, adventure, dazzle, lollipop. Frightening, candy, extraordinary, entropy, massacre, lazy, flying, cheer, infallible, lazy. Hopeless, covet, passion, secretive, nibble, melancholy, raindrop, sing, mouse dance, sing. Marshmallow, imagination, tears, empty, charm, dark, vertigo, hope, childhood, hope. It seems like I'm doing a lot with Sayori's poems over here. I think she's really gonna dig these. Whisper, ambient, swimsuit, disaster, tragedy, promise, pink, fluffy. Fluffy! Love, uncanny, laugh, calm, sunset, broken, unstable, jumpy, jumpy. Jumpy, jumpy. Okay. More poem reading. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, curtains! Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I have cat hair, like, on my nose, and it's annoying the life out of me.
Still not used to being in the club, that's all.
I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, but I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. You come with me to buy a... Oh, that was her, sorry.
Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
Eh? That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? That's a weird question to ask. I'm not gonna walk with you for a snack, but let's dig through your handbag.
Eh? Why that? All of a sudden?
No reason, really. I should need a reason. Just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her current coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets all its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so I would lend you some. Oh, this crafty. She's a crafty woman. She wanted my monies. She's a gold digger. I ain't saying she's a gold digger. I'm not gonna finish that. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. So that only leaves the one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell curtains to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. A little bit of a burp.
Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you could think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
Retribution.
That!
Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes.
She knows my weakness. Cupcakes are my kryptonite.
So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori.
Plap! Gah!
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow! What was... A cookie!
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle?
Ooh.
It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though.
Natsuki!
Damn you, cat hair in my nose.
That's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears the open wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good.
Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez, beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Oh! Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Ow!
Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh, where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true.
Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well,
my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica.
Monica looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay!
Sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, curtins.
Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Nah, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished eating her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hello, Natsuki. Cutie pie. It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Yeah, don't worry, I kept my promise. I pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands and quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know.
Just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't get people my manga every day, you know.
That's true. I don't blame you.
Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay?
Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow.
So you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget.
The chapter ended when Minori and Alice found...
Monica!
Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. Eh? I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf.
Did you move my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there, just had to organize it a bit.
The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga.
Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving all these back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves, and besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf?
Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall. There. Just there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you.
I can get them myself.
Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it.
You think I'm too short or something?
I mean...
I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me.
Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Careful.
I know what I'm doing.
Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn, as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf.
See? Yeah!
The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles.
What?
Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly.
There!
Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez, no need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just...
I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on.
Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. The classroom chairs have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Aha! Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheels back over to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. But I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Esh! Natsuki climbs under the chair, then slowly balances onto her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Ah, there we go. See, I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. What? The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. This girl's gonna fall, and it's making me nervous, like in real life. Just like, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it who told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. Oh, the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt. Oh, scandalous. I force myself to turn away, like a gentleman would. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes I'll be dead! Hup! Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girls box set, easily the largest one on the shelf. Heavy. Hey, curtains. I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. Huh? But then I have to let go of the chair. It's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up! Alright. Let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean, stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Natsuki looks like she just realized something. She'll lose her balance if she moves. Oh, I'm busted. Natsuki, the box! What are you looking at? You're trying to look at my... Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not. I was just... Natsuki! Don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv! You set me up! Go away! Get out! But... I'll do it myself! The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki! Yeah! The scene turns into chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands and the books go flying. I got you! Crash! The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight into my chest. Ugh. My right arm and back seriously felt the impact. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. Ugh. She presses her arm straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Get! Gross! Yuck! A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself onto her feet. What were you thinking? You sicko! Everything okay over here? I heard a loud noise. Cat hairs everywhere. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica! See what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? You trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez! Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. I didn't... Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no! Huh? I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. It must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly, she gives up and slams the book shut and throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Natsuki, are you...
No!
Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face.
Oh, it's so sad.
I'll help get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down.
No, I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today.
Natsuki sobs again.
I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to.
It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head.
Just every day is so hard. Just want to come to the club and...
Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright, well, I'll help clean this up, and I'll move the rest of your manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This will help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers.
You're really nice to me.
Huh? It sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. Not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze.
Thanks.
It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready.
Good.
Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. That thing about cheering me up. If you insist. Well, that was an emotional little roller coaster we went on there. It was exciting, and then it was heartbreaking and sad and sweet. But I'm gonna leave that here for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. So high fives. I'll see you guys next time, and stay awesome.